I'm recording this, and I'm in the place with the good internet. We will not fuck up this time. Last
The good
time,
internet place.
yeah, thanks. Last time you got to listen to me grunt and struggle as I moved my computer from the bad internet place to the good internet place live on the stream, and I didn't edit it out. I'm sorry if you're still with us. Thanks. Anyway, we're here playing Dragon Ball again, and Alice has made it this time. Yay!
Alice missed our fight with the armored Frieza squad, or no,
Mhm.
Cooler squad.
Squadron.
You-
Yes,
you-
last
That's another thing.
session, you
This is another
guys
thing
had
that doesn't
managed
work
to.
in this. Oh, go ahead.
Last session, you guys had managed to fight off the Armored Cooler Squadron, plus my OC, Arroy, who I guess is just a friend now. I mean,
eh.
Dragon Ball needs that kind of character, but I just didn't expect it to happen for some reason.
I imagine she's more of a Vegeta-like character where we beat her and she's got a grudge, but isn't going to fight us anymore.
Right. I'm more or less letting her character development up to just reacting to what you all do. But anyways, you just learned where these Yehu's boss is. You learn that it is Frieza's brother Cooler, and that Frieza is still alive.
Well, we didn't know that it was his brother Cooler. We just know that Frieza's still alive. Because Panty was like, oh, Frieza, it's just Frieza, whatever. Dad killed him in one hit. It's fine. It's no big deal. We'll just go over there and we'll beat him up.
And Scooby-Doo is looking at her like, are you crazy? Frieza has an empire. I think Scooby-Doo is the only one from outside of Earth that knows what a Frieza is.
Mhm.
Well, we all would know what a Frieza is because it happened a little while ago.
Yeah.
Twice.
Pansy
But we
would
weren't
know
really
because her
privy.
dad killed him.
Yeah, my dad killed him in one hit. This is no big deal.
No, the first time. Wait, no, Frieza came here the first time. You're right. That was Vegeta. I'm dumb. Never mind. Ignore me.
So, I feel like I don't put enough choices in the sessions that I run. So here's the deal: two of you have consequences.
Yeah.
You
Oh
can
yeah, I have
take
a mild.
you can take time to remove those, but there will be ramifications for that. The fight will be different if you do that.
I will do that.
So you can either, well, it's sort of like an altogether thing.
Oh, okay.
'Cause it's-
Also, I'm already away, so
So what do I do about if I when I use a Kaioken? I have the consequence. Well, I used up a consequence to do the Kaioken, but I didn't.
that's different.
So I just clear that.
That's
now.
That's not marked.
So
Yeah,
is my stress just normal now?
yeah. Stress
Stress
resets after every fight. Your consequences stay.
Mm-hmm.
And fate. points.
Depending on their severity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Breadmaster, you as Scooby-Boo want to rest and recover from this.
Well, I only have a mild consequence, so I have another slot of those because of the stunt.
I would
I,
just show up like a couple rounds in. To
I,
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
have-
say I can.
I
do
have
that
my
instead.
I have my second consequence box ticked, so like I the
Your
player
second stress box tick.
yeah, whatever. Stress
You
box.
have your first consequence box tick. It's
Yeah.
a -2, but it's your
Yeah.
first.
I the player wouldn't mind recovering from it, but I gotta be honest with be against Pandy's character. She would 100% charge off and get her ass kicked right now.
Well, let's
Better
see.
cons-
Do you go with the Vegeta route, which is charge in unprepared and full guns blazing, or do you play it like Goku and show up 3 days into the fight?
I take more after Trunks. After Daddy Trunks than I do Daddy Gohan or Goten. Sorry, I'm an idiot. I too am dumb.
now the other thing is your consequence was just like being embarrassed in the fight or something
Yeah,
like that.
I'm humiliated, so you just have to make fun
That
of
can
me.
carry forward.
Yeah,
You can be humiliated about something for a long time.
yeah. It's
Just
very
like Vegeta.
it's very clear that my tail like is still an advantage in recovering, so you can still make fun of me. Like, why'd your tail come off?
All right, so Scooby Boo and Panty, are you going to recover your consequences, or are you going to rush into the fight?
Breadmaster, I say YOLO.
Yeah, I'll go in.
Okay,
All right.
YOLO. We're YOLOing. It's YOLO time.
Right,
Just so
and,
you know, I did want to see whatever the fuck it was you were gonna punish us for doing it for, but it's against
I
character.
did have an idea, but I was going to change it so that you would just show up to the fight later. My initial idea was if you took time off to recover, Cooler and Frieza were going to be stronger, and they were going to be at a higher scale.
Okay.
Instead, they are just fusing with the Big Getty Star right now.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways,
I'm just still off at the tower, though.
Oh yeah, you're getting beans.
You got to get that water. No,
Or the water.
She's getting that water.
Oh fuck! I completely forgot it.
What did you
All
forget?
right, what do you want to do with this water?
Gotta get that water.
Wow.
I guess if you don't want to do any Goran voice, then yours probably currently off just in an Arctic wasteland going through evil tests for a bit. You want? Should I just?
Well, you wouldn't have to do that. The water would just be there. Because I've recently seen this episode, and Goku only did that because the water was kept there, but it's not normally kept there.
Well, what if
But
it
like,
was?
what consequences? Like, what does the water do? Like, why are you getting the water? Are you making an advantage? Like, what are you doing?
What gave you the
That'll
idea
eventually
to
change
get
my
high?
What if it puts you on a power level equal to a Super Saiyan?
Hey, Fafner, you tried to answer me and I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
It's eventually going to be a transformation stunt. So.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that'd be a good time to reveal it in the middle of a fight. Just
Yeah,
chug
that'd
it
be great.
and transform.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right, so
We gotta
away.
hold on. We gotta do some product placement when she does this. So remind me. Anyway, go on.
Also, how are we roping the small excitable fox with us?
I have an idea, but for fuck's sake, we need to cover these problems as they come. Now, so we're going to just cut away from you saying, like, I need the Divine Sacred Water to already, like, being at the fight, and then we will cut back to whenever you want to reveal this,
All right.
how it affects you. I'm sorry if I sound bad. I'm incredibly tired, and I just sound mad when I'm tired. I'm not bad, I promise.
We're all mad.
So when
That's
you
our
four
secret.
arrive here, Alice, if you have no objections, I want to just say that your character found these two on her own and just picked a fight with them immediately.
Yeah, that sounds
sounds
like
great.
something she would do.
All right. So
One of them has that little like weird thing on their head between the horns, and she wants to steal it.
that character is actually avoiding you, and Frieza is the one that's fighting you.
Okay, that
Is
pisses
this-
me
And
off.
Frieza turns to Cooler and says, "Oh God, I don't know if I can do a Frieza voice. I just
Oh, yeah.
Cooler, why aren't you helping me, you worthless brother?"
Well, I thought you were so competent at fighting things, you know?
And Cooler responds with, "Look, there are two people my father told me to never fight. Lord Beerus and Space Ronin Bebop Shampoo, aka Illustrious Awu,
And Soba.
You said the entire name.
See you later, Space Samurai.
So, you're well known enough for Cooler to at least not want to fuck with you.
What could it mean?
It means I'm making part of her backstory canon.
Good. I mean, it's literally in my name. I'm literally this Space Samurai.
Mm-hmm.
So, do they come across me already fighting Frieza, or
Yes.
No, you're there first. So we actually, that's you put it in the right tense. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Continue.
Let's give them each a turn before we start the fight.
Yeah, do it.
That will do
Scooby Doo's
it.
gonna freak out a little bit. It's like, oh shit, it's not just Frieza, it's his brother.
All right, so Alice, starting with you. Describe your attack and make your roll.
What are you trying to accomplish?
Okay, so because this time it's more of a because I'm only fighting one of them, and it's kind of a one-on-one thing.
Yep.
I think that she's like really hamming it up because she can do that when there's only one person, and it's just like the whole like trading blows thing that they do in Dragon Ball with
the 3 frames of animation.
Yeah.
so it's like the same like 3 frames. It's like that, but she just keeps summoning the swords, and they just fall away. There's like hundreds of them at this point, just all over the place.
I'm just reminded of the skateboards in the Saints Row 2 LP by Panzer and Dan.
Alright, so that sounds like a flashy attack.
It sure does.
So make that
Plus
roll.
2.
Yep, +2 for your stunt.
I
It's a
like
5.
how the name is so long. It just stopped. It's just like no.
I refuse.
Frieza is still in his no one is even close to my power phase, so he is like not even uncrossed his arms yet, and he is kicking away the swords. So he's also flashy.
Oh, he's not gold yet?
No, that doesn't happen until super.
Okay.
He has to be revived for that to happen. He just didn't die.
Wait, he's not cyborged either?
Nope. I'm not sure when I'm going to explain it, but I have an explanation.
He got better after getting cut in half.
Okay, so that's 1. It's 1 stress box.
All right.
So you've taken this first stress box. Who's next?
I don't know who is next.
You pick.
I think 2B should go for the glory of humanity.
I like how we always pick 2B first. I'm shaking it up when I get the pick.
Did I do that last time?
No, it's fine. Don't worry
No,
about it.
We did. I usually pick 2B.
We keep doing it. It's not. It's because 2B is really good, and we're all horny for her. Anyway, go.
All right. I am going to, since I'm not currently embroiled in this fight for my very life, or android analog, I am going to attempt to create an advantage by sending my trusty pod unit to scan the foes and get information on their shit and whatever it is there. This is at +2 for my stunts.
All right.
I got a 5.
So that's a 5.
Get some of that tactical battle data.
So normally, you would get 2 free invokes of an advantage, but how about this? I will let you discover 2 of their aspects with 1 free invoke each. So that's 1 aspect on both of them.
Sure.
All right, because I literally gave these 2 the same 5 aspects. So both of their trouble is better than my brother. They both think they're better than the other, and you can tell just from the way they're yelling at each other. Like,
I'm daddy.
Like for you to say, well, if Dad didn't want you to fight this person, it's just because he was worried you were too weak. And Cooler response was, no, it's because he wanted you to fight her, and you would die.
Hey.
Breadmaster, you're
Breadmaster, you're so far away.
Yeah, it's your connection is bad. Oh well.
So put that on the thing so I remember.
Yeah.
Because I am dumb as hell.
All right.
I'm gonna move up to the top of this this mesa right here. Maybe it's a plateau.
And this doesn't have to be an actual like representation of the canyon. It was just a good picture of an anime canyon.
No, it's perfect.
All right, now who's next?
Let's say Frieza's.
Frieza's next. All right. So he has heard that pod scanning, and he realizes that you 4 have arrived. However, it's just occurred to me.
Motley. Oh my god, is that a Boo?
Yep, he was told to never fight Majin Buu, and now he's looking at what looks a hell of a lot like a Majin Buu.
Oh my god, is that Frieza?
I love this. They're terrified of each other.
Oh god, it's Frieza. I hate that guy. Oh god, it's Boo. I hate that guy.
What the hell is Boppity doing now? He's making him a dog.
So Frieza has decided that you four are the bigger threat, and he is not fucking around.
Oh
He is
dear.
making one of those giant death balls,
Oh
the
dear.
Planet Buster.
and he is throwing it directly at Scooby-Boo.
I think that's
Yes.
gotta think you have to, like, you gotta charge that shit up for a little bit before you can just throw it down. Like that, those they're so big.
That's what he's doing. This isn't D&D. These turns don't have definite times.
Oh, guess put
His
away
turn
from
is
this
5
guy, then.
minutes.
This may kill me.
We're just standing here
This-
waiting. He's still doing it after the commercial break. Anyway, go on.
So I say this is flashy, unless somebody wants to contest that.
That's pretty flashy.
Oh dear.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
See, this is why I have to keep using their +5 stats over and over again. Because all I roll is zeros and negatives.
Clever and essentially reflect it off of my. I'm gonna rubber my body and reflect it off into space.
Like a giant trampoline.
Yes.
Hell yes.
Oh, it's so.
What did I roll? I got just a -1 on my roll. I could re-roll that. Actually, I'm just gonna add a +2 with a fate point on malleable body.
All right.
Yeah, please stop the Earth from getting obliterated. That'd be great.
Well, mostly I'm worried about my own body. In about like 30 years, this thing is gonna hit another planet, and there's gonna be an extinction event,
It'll actually collide with a laser from earlier somehow.
and take out an entire solar system.
So, on a tie, the attacker gets a boost. So how does Frieza get a boost from this?
Death pollen everywhere. It's what happens when you make a giant death ball.
I'm going to say, like, no longer afraid of Boo.
I'm not afraid anymore.
He saw the fear in your eyes.
He can bleed, baby.
Oh, he only tied.
That's not blood, it's barbecue sauce. But anyway.
Okay, and next up, let's say it's Yora.
Ah, the one time I don't go last in a turn.
Is there safe for me for last? Because I have a terrible idea, and he knows it. He knows.
Oh, is it Go Super Saiyan?
He can feel my terrible idea, and I haven't even told him it yet, but he knows it's bad. He just knows, because it's me. How could it be good? Anyway, it's your turn.
Anyways, Yora.
I guess I'll just do Comet Strike. So yeah, gonna do Flashy. So yours just gonna come in out of nowhere and fucking kick him.
Love it.
Well, that's only a 5 overall. So let's see how he does.
Okay, if you're coming out of nowhere, he's going to try and react like just as quickly as he can. Just try and throw his hand up before you can kick him. So that's 3.
Nice.
And if you tapped an aspect, you would only hit another stress box.
All
So
right.
You don't want to do that yet.
Yeah, there's nothing too important to tap really. So save it for someone else.
So who's next?
Well, let's see. Everyone's pretty much gone this turn, so I guess it'd have to be Panny.
I haven't gone.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. You just defended. So yeah, Scooby Boo then.
See, I knew it.
Cooler hasn't gone.
Oh,
Cooler
I
can-
thought he was just completely staying out of the fight.
Yeah, Cooler
He
can
was,
go.
he was not fighting. Oh god, Samurai
No, say it
Champion,
again.
Ronin, Bebop, Isekai, the Right, Illustrious, Wu, fucking all those names.
All right. Well,
I'm
I
so happy
feel
every time I
like
make you say that whole name.
I feel like Scooby Boo would capitalize on Frieza getting kicked to the ground faster than Cooler, because Cooler would just be cheering. Wow,
Yeah.
good job, idiot.
Yeah, that's way better than what I was gonna say. All right, Scooby, you're up.
Let's see, what do I want to do? Do I want to attack, or I think I'm going to create an advantage by, I'm going to snake my body into the ground and just throw up a ton of dust into the air to make it hard to find me.
Yeah, I mean, Frieza can't sense power levels.
Yeah, neither of these two
No,
can sense power levels.
Yep.
No one ever taught them.
They relied on their technology, so that's a 5 with my stunt for creating advantages cleverly.
All right, that's a 5. I'll say that's 2 then, because yeah, you gave me a pretty good reason for why this would be easy in universe.
Oh, I got dust in my eyes, brother. Ugh.
You'd think I would have made better scouters, but no.
You'd think I'd have a scouter on me right now, too. Just Plum forgot to bring it with me to this time.
All right. So now who's next?
Let's see. Let's leave Panty for last and let Cooler go.
Thank you.
Right.
Oof.
Despite what you just said and what I just agreed to, Fafnir, Cooler is going to attack you. Not to attack Frieza, but because you're vulnerable.
Exactly.
He
I
also
just
wants to
came in
show
and
off
he's
his
like,
brother.
good job.
Yeah,
But
but you
yeah.
hit Frieza, so if he hits you, he's better than Frieza.
Yes.
That's brother logic.
So here, I like you kick Frieza in the back of the head, and then he's just gonna like try and tackle you in the back. There's just wait, let me move.
I
Just
hope
a conga line of nonsense.
I hope I'm not calling this, but I do hope this fight ends with "How dare you beat up my brother?" and like we reconcile their differences. And
Right before we throw them both into the sun, you mean?
yeah.
I don't think that they would ever do that.
Oh hey, a positive roll.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
wow, that's actually pretty good.
Oh dear.
All right, well, I'm definitely going to have to quickly get out of this if I want to not immediately get knocked out.
Folks,
That's not great still.
we
What
might.
did you roll? Did you roll? You rolled a minus. Yeah, you should probably re-roll.
Oh god, you rolled a -2.
Yeah,
you have to give me tell me an aspect. I
but-
generally approve them, but you are supposed to tell me an aspect.
Yep, I know, I was going to get to that. I just have to look over my aspects. I'm going to say key sense. I suddenly sense a very large power level just coming out of nowhere behind me, so...
Roll call.
Okay.
That's better.
So now it's a tie. So now Cooler gets a boost.
Damn.
Getting boosts.
One-upmanship.
I was gonna say better than my brother, but for real.
Evidence.
No take backsies.
Demonstrably better than my brother.
It's just facts. Facts don't care about your views.
God damn it. Okay,
The feelings.
Fancy, you're up.
Finally. Alright, so they're not on the ground anymore, are they?
Nope, they're flying around.
They're flying
I
around.
mean, I kicked Frieza to the ground. He could
Is-
conceivably still be
Is
there.
he still on the ground?
Yep, he's on the
Okay.
ground now.
Alright, that's great. So Panty actually shows up to the fight with her other girlfriend, a shonen protagonist, in the car. They're like in the car together. And the shonen protagonist just jumps out of the car and runs off, and Panty takes the wheel and then just drives into Frieza with the car.
Oh my
She's
The
god!
planet needs me.
She's got to go up on the hill and watch the fight.
Yeah, she's gonna go up on the hill and watch the fight. Fuck!
God damn it, Jenner.
Oh my god.
Why?
Really?
Alright, Frieza's just going to try and like grab the car as it comes towards him.
I'm gonna say that's a 5 because my pride is on the line because I really want this to work because I used the song.
plus 2.
So, first of all, I'm going to contest that your pride is on the line.
Still get a 5.
Please let me just deal with a 5 first before I decide how I want to deal with a 7. Okay. I pulled up the stress boxes again. I can deal with the 7.
The car is also one of Fandy's girlfriends who is transformed into a car.
Hold on. The car is utterly destroyed no matter what happens. Let's be real.
Fuck my girlfriend.
You know, it would make sense that he didn't see it coming if you tapped the dust cloud going on.
Well, let's look up through the math first of this car hitting her.
Okay, so at the 7, Frieza has one consequence box that he ticks, and then ticks his 5th stress box. So he has a consequence, and he's still around.
Fuck.
I feel like. So what's the consequence? I feel like he'd just be mad now, like super
Utterly
mad.
embarrassed. I
Because
think,
this
would
is
be-
like embarrassing that this happened.
Yeah, I kind of like phrasing a Frieza consequence as, now I'm mad.
He's furious.
Thank you. I'm sad.
Okay.
Oh great, it's a car. Oh great, it's a Saiyan driving a car.
and
Fashion boo, now it's saying I just can't catch a break.
Well, you know, brother, if you eradicated their planet properly, you wouldn't have this problem.
Shut up.
All I'm saying, it's your own fault for not making sure all of them
Oh,
are
you're
dead.
just saying? Huh? Is that the joke you're going to make?
God damn it.
Yes, it was, brother.
She
Alright, who's
drove
next?
into my rose cooler.
So
Right into it. I lost.
obvious.
Next?
Damn it! I kind of want to tap like problems that he has and just take him out with the car, but it because that would be funny. But
Oh, yeah, I forgot you still have advantages.
yeah, so I actually think
If you tap another advantage, Frieza's out.
yeah, so I gotta look at the advantages really quick and see which one I'm tapping to take him out with the
Roman
car.
dust cloud makes.
Yeah, I think roaming. So he's like he sees the roaming. Yeah, he sees the roaming dust cloud of the car, and the car like slowly approaching him, and he's distracted, and then the car just hits him.
He's arguing too much with his brother, that's why.
In that case, I feel like I should get rid of one of these better than my brother aspect uses because the enemy with that aspect is out of the fight now.
Yeah, use that one because that we can't keep that one.
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
stay on one of them.
Yeah, you can still use the clouds like fictionally, just not for a boost or not for
Okay.
an advantage. So
Okay.
you do come out of the clouds, but the thing that gives you the advantage is Frieza's like yelling with cooler.
They just don't play nice together.
So how do
Alright.
we take him out? What happens?
There's just a car, or like there's a car. You know the cars from Utna where they're standing up out of the ground. Frieza's underneath one of them.
I like that.
Yeah.
Just face down in the dirt.
Not to give away my end game, but I don't want Frieza to die yet.
Okay.
So he was just taken out. Okay, now
Like,
it's
you
Top
just,
of
like,
the
are you still in the
order.
car? Or did you dive out of it? Like what happened there?
I do dive out of it once I've directed it towards him, and then I flash. I look directly into the camera and show my driver's license. It's fine. Everything was legal here.
I didn't illegally murder a man.
it's a good thing we did the driver's license
Yeah.
episode already, because there's no way that Isekai Karen would ever get her driver's license.
Yes. And speaking of Karen, it's your turn now. Alice. Alice?
Oh,
Alice.
I realized I had my mute on. So sorry.
Yeah.
Oh no, all those quality jokes we'll never get to hear.
But as I was saying, my initial goal was to steal that big thing on that dude's head, and now that Frieza's gone, I'm gonna attempt to do that.
Isn't that part of his body?
We're
Yeah,
gonna
it's
find out.
it's just part of his skull.
We're gonna find out how attached it is. Look, I am
Eventually.
severely ethically challenged and really, really hyper.
I'm just gonna give her so much sugar after this. It's gonna be great.
I'm actually going to quickly let's do this. I'm going to try and quickly create an advantage.
okay.
On Cooler.
Call it got you
Basically-
jam.
Yeah, like basically trying to like do the same thing I did to Art, but like a lot more lethally minded. Here, just like basically grabbing hold of him and not letting.
You're just gonna like attach yourself to his back and try and like cut his head off.
I'm
Don't
gonna
cheat
try,
out
but
him.
I'm gonna try, but I'm basically doing a Chaozu thing here, but without dying.
All right, and this is as an advantage, not an attack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
imagine
for
more like a small child just hanging off an adult when they're trying to do something. That's what I'm picturing
Yeah.
here.
What do I roll for that?
You tell me.
You said you were doing it quickly, so I would say real quick.
All right.
Yeah.
You already
roll
told me.
that's her.
Oh,
Nope.
Oh, that's not great.
Nope.
that's a -1. Rip.
So you can spend a fate point to invoke an aspect and re-roll that, or you can just let it not happen.
Fate points do refresh every session, so like just
Yeah.
throw 'em. You're supposed to use them all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
But
do that.
Do you have to tell me which aspect lets you re-roll this?
Please
gonna
use
do
the samurai sword.
disgraced and sore about it because not only did I fail to defeat the first enemy, but then they abandoned our glorious honorable combat to fuck around with those guys. I'll be damned if I can't like at least attempt to pry this weird gem off this dude's head.
Ah,
Nice.
much better.
There we go. That's a roll.
4 is a lot
All
better.
right. I think I'll because you're directly invoking Cooler, I will create I'll like roll against it to find the difficulty.
Mhm.
So let me see. He's trying
Somehow
to
it
get
gets
you
a 10.
off. I feel like this is clever for some reason because he's trying to like remove you as a threat.
He doesn't want to fight you. He wants to remove you.
Yes, he's not trying to overpower you. He's trying to just get away from you. He's still a little afraid of you. All right, well,
Yes.
that's a success with style.
You styled on him.
So it's 2 free invokes of this advantage.
I'll take it.
So we have to name the advantage Gremlin.
Did you say gremlin?
Gremlin.
Yeah,
Good, I'm
you're
so happy.
That's just all of her advantages all the time.
Just a horrible, awful gremlin on Cooler's back. You can't get her off.
guys, Breadmaster's muted for a bit because his
Yeah, I
apartment
saw.
is rude. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so who's next? Don't pick Breadmaster. Because he can't do anything right now.
Wait. Who wants him?
I kind
I
of
guess
do,
I'll go then if you
but
want.
yeah,
Yeah,
I,
you go.
All right. So he couldn't get you off in time to create an advantage. So instead, what he's going to do is just ram his back against one of these plateaus,
oh no.
just as hard as he can to try and basically like, I can't get her off my back, so I'll just crush her while she's on my back.
Oh, that's the Napa tactic.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you've called it that, I'm going to roll 4 minuses again.
Out of it.
That would be amazing.
No, you got
Nope.
it. Oh, damn.
7.
Holy shit. That's
All right. Describe how you're defending this, and then make a roll using that approach.
Jeez. I think that she would try to like they'll be on his back until kind of the last moment, and then sort of try to jump away.
All right. So you're like rhinoing him.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. The
Oh
Oof.
no.
Oof.
Oh dear.
Oh my
Yikes.
God.
Hold on. I have a question.
Yeah.
yes.
Would that count as pinning me?
I don't know what. There's no like pinning mechanics, so I don't know what you
Like-
mean by that.
Okay, so I have as one of my stunts. I have if
Oh,
I get a +2 when I quickly avoid being caught, restrained, pinned, or trapped by
I
another.
think that would count. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would count.
It's between him and a hard place, literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm-
Okay.
I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget that the words just mean things in real life and don't have to be applied to the mechanics all the time.
Okay. So
Yes, that would
be a
result in
+2.
me being pinned.
Yeah,
So
then that
that's
would be a
4
+2.
against 7.
Yeah.
So you get a
That's a little
-3 stress.
All right, so take your third stress box, unless you want to do something else.
I can't think of anything. I'll take it.
Because you have, there are advantages you can invoke to reduce that amount of damage.
We have that two invokes on that, right?
We've got an
You got 2 invokes on Gremlin, 2 invokes on Roaming Dust Clouds.
Yep, and you can still tap better than my brother.
No, that one has been used at him. That's still
Yeah.
there.
So if you tap both Dust Clouds and Gremlin, that reduces the damage to 0.
Or you can leave those for damage and take some stress. It's just stress. Who cares?
Okay, then I think I don't know. I'll invoke Gremlin once then.
Which one are you invoking?
Gremlin.
Gremlin.
Okay. I'm sorry, I just didn't hear.
All right, then take your first stress
All right,
box.
so take your first stress box.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey.
Okay.
Hello. Since you're back, quickly, before they can do another test, you go. It's your turn now.
Okay. There's a cooler here.
Mhm.
I'm a. I'm going to sort of stand underneath him, wherever he is in the sky, and just call down lightning on top of him.
Oh, right, because you've...
Pika.
Hang on a
Because
second.
I'm
You have
sneaky.
electricity powers. I don't know if that translates to control over the weather.
You're not
Well, you
fucking
see,
Thor.
lightning doesn't actually generate in the clouds and come down to the earth. It starts in the earth and goes up into the clouds.
Mm.
Oh, God. I think that is right. It's been a
It is
while
true,
since
yes.
I've learned about that, so...
So that's a 4 because I got my stunt.
Alright, so what the fucking cooler even do against goddamn lightning?
He just smashed his back against a wall and only barely crushed a gremlin a little bit.
I guess he's
think-
gonna try and just, like...
He could try to ground himself.
Yeah, I was
Predict.
trying to think, like,
Oh no,
would
he's
that help?
ground type.
I don't know if that would help. No, he's
Yeah,
going to
but
try
mine-
and jump away and get in the air, so if he's not connected to the air, he won't get hurt. Or if he's not touching the ground, he won't get hurt. Unfortunately, he doesn't. That sounds clever, and he's not very. He's a little clever.
Can't outrun lightning. It's very fast.
Jesus.
Oh.
Or can he?
So that's 4 to 5.
I could tap roaming dust clouds to get it to 6. What was my roll? My roll wasn't great. It was a flat roll.
Right.
I'm gonna
Ah, goddamn!
Alright.
Your attention! I have come to make an announcement.
God damn it.
Sorry. Now we
Grandmaster, I
won't.
guess
we'll-
type out your roll.
Yeah, now we'll never know what Breadmaster is going to do.
I did not think they would do it again that quickly. That was a joke. I didn't know they were going to.
Okay, I have a few seconds. I'm going to spend a fate point on re-rolling on
Right.
always up to no good.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe in you.
Oh
Oh,
man.
boo.
Okay, I will let you take the better roll because I'm not a dick, and I think that's actually in the rules.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's in the
that's
rules.
how it works.
Okay.
It's not like he
Uh,
succeeds with style, though.
Right. So
Yeah.
4 to 5.
Yeah, he doesn't get anything out of that, so that's okay, I guess.
So,
He just touches one of the Karen's swords. Ha! I grinded out. I did it.
Time for more noises. It's fine.
Fancy, do you want to, do something Super Saiyan-ish now?
I guess I have another dumb thing to do.
Go for it.
Great. Okay. So I've driven the car into Frieza, and he's on the ground now, and the car is sitting on top of him. And my shonen protagonist's girlfriend runs back down and is like, "What are you doing? You can't just crash my car into people." I'm like, "Oh, babe, I'm sorry, babe, I'm sorry." And she's like, and we're arguing for a couple minutes while the fight is happening. So while everybody else is taking their turn, Panty and her girlfriend are arguing. And then Penny's like, hold on, babe, hold on, just a sec. I'll come right back to you. And then she pulls the sword out of her girlfriend. just like casual. No flair, no fucking, no special sequence, no loving gaze, no, just rip the sword out of her. she looks very surprised, but.
Jenner?
Yes?
Jenner, do you know why I'm upset with you right now?
What?
Not because you're referencing Utna so hard, it's because you didn't use Super Android 13 as your stand-in, so you didn't throw an 18-wheeler at this dude.
I should have!
And then pull a sword out of Android 13.
Let's retcon that. That's too late now.
I'm so mad at you.
I'll do it again. Don't worry.
Actually, wait, what would Android 13's sword be?
A gun. It's just a shotgun.
That's my favorite new version of Pokemon coming out.
Yeah, Pokemon gun.
So
Anyway,
you pull the sword out of. I guess it's just Utna who's here.
nah. It's just another shonen protagonist. It's not exactly Utna. It's like a legally distinct from Utna character.
All right.
And now she's dual wielding with Bulma's sword and her own sword, and then she's flying up towards this cooler, right? Yeah. And she's gonna like do some fucked up Kingdom Hearts sword juggling bullshit at him.
Oh, no. She pulls out the Keyblade, as in CHI.
No.
Nope, it's just a normal sword. Anyways, make your roll.
Don't worry. As this continues, I will ramp up the shonen ridiculousness. So don't worry. It's gonna keep getting stupid. I'm moving on to a new shonen anime after this because I've exhausted Utna content. But don't worry.
Cooler is going to try and like swat your swords away as you bring them down.
Mm-hmm. Oh damn. Shit. I might roll worse than I did before. And it's not like my pride is on the line yet because he hasn't really insulted me. Though now every roll against him will have my pride against the line since he has bested me. But at this point, like it's not personal until this point. So yeah, I mean, I guess I could use an advantage on the field, maybe. Let me take a look at the advantages to see. But it's not like I kind of want to win, but it's not like as important as hitting with the car. So
you have 3 advantages you could invoke, and that would give you 6, and that's not enough to take him out.
Yeah, that's true, but it would still like get him hurt, and I'm not here to take him out. Like again, Jenner, I'm tired of Panty always being the one who cinches the deal. But I do want to like participate.
You were going to say you've already had enough partners on your plate right now, and you
God,
can't handle more.
Now Panty will never be dating enough people.
Then why don't you take him out? Ask him out. Do it.
We'll get there.
All right. So what are you doing?
So I'm gonna go ahead and so he's distracted by the gremlin on his back. So he can swap away, but his movement is being limited by the gremlin on his back. He's having a really hard time swatting the swords away in general because of the gremlin on his back.
He's about to defend one sword attack, but then Karen just grabs his hand.
Yeah, Karen's just getting in the way.
And it looks kind of ginger, but like he just cannot move that arm.
Just like gnawing on.
Yes,
arm.
Yes, absolutely.
He just starts screaming when he sees you again.
Yeah, and Panty does burst from the roaming dust clouds because I don't think we've used those all the way, and I don't think we can use better than my brother anymore.
We still have one use of it,
yeah,
but to be honest, like, I don't want to use it.
Okay. So I mean, he thinks like since I already killed Frieza, with the car, I don't have. He's like I'm better than Frieza, so he's not expecting me to also like just beat him up with the sword I pulled out of my girlfriend.
Don't use them all though, because you can't take him out. So he's gonna hit a stress
Oh, yeah,
box
that's
no
true,
matter
that's
what.
true.
Also,
Okay,
Fetcher
that's
said
valid.
she wanted to use.
Yeah, that's
Just
true.
use the
Okay.
one to get the
Okay,
one
yeah,
stress
yeah,
box.
yeah,
And
yeah.
call
So
it good.
yeah, so just the gremlin,
Alright.
please. Just the gremlin. Sorry, I didn't
So
mean to
just
be.
the gremlin?
I didn't mean to get greedy.
Alright.
My apologies.
Okay, so just gremlins. That's one stress box.
Yeah,
And that's both, so you guess you pop off
yeah.
or something.
And he did swat the sword away a little bit, so Panty is insulted, and now her pride is on the line, so it's going to get a little bit sillier as I move to a new shonen anime for my next series of nonsense that I do when it's
Oh
my
my
turn.
All right, who's next? I think it's Yora and 2B haven't gone.
Mm-hmm. It's my turn to pick, so I'm going to pick Yora because I promised I wouldn't pick 2B no matter how hot I think she is.
All right, so anyway, he's defending from those sword attacks when suddenly he sees Frieza's body just fucking flying towards him. So this is going to be quick because I'm just trying to do this as quickly as possible.
She just hears, "Brother, look out!"
So, of course, I'm going to tap So what are you going to roll?
Fuck, like, this is... This might be the first time I've had a single enemy that's lasted longer than one round against you all, so I kind of want to just keep making forceful rolls.
I feel like, honestly, Kulu would bat Frieza's body out of the way. He wouldn't.
Yeah, he would just... His arms are occupied, but his feet aren't, so he's just going to kick Frieza back into the... He's going to kick Frieza into this plateau.
Oh, wow.
All right, so beats it by only one.
That will take his second stress box, because the first is already covered.
All right, first, do I want to use a roaming dust clouds? I could always use an an aspect rather, if I wanted to spend that.
Right. Do you have any stunts regarding quickly attacking? I feel like you do.
Not at the moment, no.
Oh, it's quickly creating advantages.
Yep.
Yeah, I mostly rely on you all to remember your stunts, but so
Yeah.
I do read your character sheets. I occasionally remember things.
Sometimes I put jokes in my character sheet. You've never caught it.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna tap my aspect full deck up my sleeve. This
Nice.
is a part of my plan. I
Mhm.
plan everything,
All right,
including throwing
so-
your dumb brother's body at you.
So you're invoking Better Than My Brother and that. Are you also invoking the Dust Clouds?
If it seems like it'd be worthwhile, what would that put him up to?
All right, so you had -1, so that's +1, +3, +5.
All
So
right.
it'd just be
Fifth stress
stress, wouldn't
box. Yeah, fifth stress box, no consequences.
Third is still pretty good.
Yeah. So is that what you're doing then?
Sorry, what was that?
Are you only taking his third then?
Yeah.
And leaving the dust clouds? Okay. All right. I would say who's next, but it's 2B.
All
Yep.
right. Should I power up? What do you think?
Couldn't hurt.
All right. I'm gonna fucking cock in. Go up one tier, or whatever.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So, I am going to step back, take a flying leap off this mesa, because I still can't fly.
Mhm.
And I'm going to come down on Cooler from above and use my powerful android body to force him into the ground.
All right,
This will
make
be
your
a
roll.
+2 because I'm just trying to overpower him and just force him downwards.
All right, so you're that's 2 stunts in 1 turn.
Can I do that? Do I got space for that?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
no?
you can do it. I was just pointing it out.
Okay. So bam. That's +2.
Right,
so
so that's a
6.
6. And it's a 7 because of your scale, so I do not feel bad about God, he is just forcefully trying to stop everything. He's got attacks from the front, attacks from below, attacks from above. He's just gonna try and headbutt you at this point.
He's a strong boy. That's what he does.
I feel like that's the only thing differentiating Cooler from Frieza is that he's more brutish.
that's a tie.
So
right now.
that's a tie, except
No, it's not.
you add another one, and then you get to shift that damage up to. So you start at 1, then you shift up to 3.
All right, let's look at these advantages here.
Yeah, I'll pull out the advantages. So you're at 3 now. You can invoke Dust Clouds for 5.
Yeah, do that.
And that looks like all you can do for free. You can spend a fate point to invoke other aspects or other advantages.
Yeah, I'm going to spend a fate point. So if I tag an aspect, that's +2, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna spend a fate point to tag my Glory to Mankind, pick the humans, because this guy is a
Glory
threat
to
to all of
mankind.
humanity.
Straight to hell.
Yes.
All right, so that's 7, right?
Yes.
Okay, he can survive 7.
Damn.
His mild consequence of -2, and then the 5th stress box. But now you've got him on the ropes.
Yeah, that's all I can do. So I'm gonna do that. So we go
And that
straight down
creates-
in the earth. I can't move
Oh no,
him.
Scooby Boo, get out of the way! He's wearing earpods. He can't hear us.
God damn it.
I cannot move Cooler, so I can't throw him down there.
I'll do it here in a second. What's Cooler's consequence?
Oh God.
Battle damage.
Yeah. Imagine the thing where like I push him into the ground and it just makes the crater as the
Oh, you yonked him?
Yeah, it's not like impact crater. It's like just pushing him into the dirt, down and down and down, like making like a more like a tunnel than like a crater. Yes.
So he's been buried.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. That's done, and then I can move Cooler down.
And I guess the red bursts out in this, and I'm back to normal. My limiter has been turned back on.
Right.
Oh no.
Let's see who's next. Let's go with Alice.
Karen's turn.
Actually, remind me once the session is over. I need. I feel like I should change the Kaioken rules because I've realized that if you all are meaner, you can totally screw me over.
But we're nice. But yes.
But if whatever, I'll explain it if it comes up. But otherwise, I'd like to not change the rules in the middle of the session.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, Alice, Karen's up.
Okay.
You have started every round.
Yep.
I have started every round. It's true.
They want to get to you as soon as they can.
When she's not on screen, we should be asking, "Where's Karen?"
That's what happened last week.
So, I kind of want. He's buried. Like he's in a little crater, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I do just a flaming dive bomb down at him?
You just follow him into the crater.
Yes.
Call your
You think
attack.
you can get away from me, huh, motherfucker?
With
Call.
a cloud of swords.
Call your attack. Call your attack. You gotta give it a name. We're showing an anime now.
Oh shit.
Maybe roll first, see how what goes. See if I can do that.
Yes. Roll first. See how it goes. Would that be? Does that sound flashy or forceful?
So whatever you say it is.
That's both. So you can pick either.
Okay, then I'm gonna get my +2 on this. So it's gonna be 6.
Not bad.
Okay.
So what are you naming it? You gotta
So
call
it's
it
a
your
6.
attack. You gotta call it your attack.
Cooler
Sean, I
sees
need
the
to name- I need to
energy,
name a dive-balling attack with swords.
sees your fiery nonsense coming towards him, and he is going to try and force you out with his own key blast, but we'll see how well that goes.
That did not go well.
Wow. Super
Exact
badly.
same roll that killed Frieza.
And now it'll kill him.
Hey, look, they're not so different after all.
This is my stand. Hungry like the wolf.
When Karen
My only problem with this is that you are an early 2000s fucking weeb, and JoJo was not in the public consciousness at that time in America yet.
And also,
Well, you
from
see.
space, apparently.
We have time travel in this setting, so it's okay.
Clearly,
All
should
right.
just watch the Stardust Crusaders OVA.
Question.
you're right.
Question. If
No,
Karen,
no. She watched the Phantom Blood movie.
if
Then
Karen,
the Stardust Crusaders OVA.
damn it. If
What'd you
Karen,
say?
damn it. If Karen does the Wolf Fang Fist, does she just call it the Me Fang Fist?
Yes.
All right. Well, there's more to this fight, so I need these two alive. So
Okay.
I'm gonna say what happens is that eventually you somehow get a lot of your like force and energy below the both of you, and it starts pushing you back out of the crater.
Mm.
Like a
So-
go down and come back up.
Yeah, so you're just both thrown out, and Cooler lands directly next to his brother.
Oh, I have a
they
feeling I
both-
know what's coming next.
They both look at each other. They like solemnly nod. That like I don't like this end as much as there.
Are they gonna dance? Are they gonna
I'm
dance?
also upset about what we're about to do. And then they both hold their arms out away from each other.
Oh no!
Yes.
You
No!
Yes.
I don't like this.
then
No!
I can't know that.
I just don't like this.
ah!
Oh god! I love it. Oh god! I don't like this at all.
What? Is
Make it
I
bigger.
am neither Cooler nor Frieza. I am Cooliza.
Nice.
No!
Make it
How do I
bigger.
know the fusion dance?
Make it bigger.
Sure, I don't think you would actually be that much bigger.
Shush. Thank you. Yes. I love
so,
it.
Hold on. You want an explanation, so he's going to give it. He's going to give it while I'm standing on the top of this. Fafnir, remind me what the Metamorans, is that who made the fusion dance?
Hold on a sec.
Googling it.
The Metamorans. I will not be corrected, even if I'm wrong.
Yep, Metamorans, you were right.
Good job.
The Metamorans themselves no longer exist, but evidence of their civilization still remains. And then the camera cuts to like a flashback of Cooler looking through like the ruins of a planet.
Was it
And
after he
finding-
destroyed it?
No, this has been destroyed for a while.
Okay.
And he finds like documentation of the fusion dance, like books on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a dance mat with the the feet on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You
And once,
put your right foot in, and you take your right foot out.
and once Cooler knew that such a thing was possible, all he needed was a partner. It then
Look,
cuts to
brother.
Frieza being chopped into like mincemeat. But when Trunks blasts him away, he doesn't actually disintegrate Frieza. He just pushes him forcefully,
Oh
and
no.
those shots land into a healing pot. Goes in the ship and is then buried underneath the earth from the force of it.
Ah,
the force of being
Dad.
hit.
Dad.
So while Frieza was regenerating in the pod, Cooler sent him a message on what the fusion dance was, and they were arguing about whether or not they were going to do it when Karen showed up and interrupted them.
Seems like a fate worse than death for him, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I did a lot to make this character strong, and I'm going to say what I did. And then I'm going to let you guys decide if I should tone it down.
Dude,
Alright.
Is this gonna be like the end of the session where we have a week to prepare for this?
I'm ready to die.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
'Cause I feel like the only
let's-
response
hey,
to a fusion is another fusion.
Let's do a round first, and then you explain everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's Dragon Ball.
Scooby Boo's right there to get owned.
Because
All
at
right.
first, they never know what they're getting into. They just get wrecked for a round, right?
Yeah, fair enough. I meant more like I didn't want you all to feel like I was being unfair with the amount of advantages I planned to give this character.
Oh, God.
No. This seems Dragon Ball.
All right. So, can we just like restart the round so that I don't have to
Yep,
keep track
yep,
of
yep,
who's already
yep,
gone? 'Cause I
yep,
forgot.
It was just one. That was it.
Oh, that's right. It was just Karen. Anyways, Cooliza is going to go first because I'm the
Mhm.
GM.
Mm-hmm.
Does Kuliza get to go more than once during a round?
Hmm. uh, let's see. Who is he going to attack?
Me.
He's going to attack Karen.
Oh no, my horrible gremlin child.
Start with Karen. He's doing the back to the flashy Frieza stuff, where he's crossing his arms and just fighting by kicking,
Mm-hmm.
which is, I guess, also a fusion thing.
He's got a tail too, so he can
Fuck.
hit with the. Wow.
Holy shit!
Man.
Do you have
Well, they're
fate
not-
points?
It's not a perfect fusion because they're always still bickering.
All right, Alice, describe your defense and give me a roll, please.
You might be muted again.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. So they're just kicking, right?
Yes.
Then I guess she's gonna just try to hop out of the way and just like keep hopping back out of the way and make him chase her around.
Get back here so I can kick you.
Just like taunting him the whole time. Yeah.
Gremlin thing, watch out.
It works, leading him on sort of a wild goose chase.
All right.
No, you stunt on him. Wait,
No.
I saw that it was a date dumb.
Right. Okay, so here is one of the mean things I did to use a scale 1.
Of
Mhm.
course.
Okay.
So I boost that up to a 3, so that's a tie. The attacker
Yeah.
gets a boost on ties.
Yep.
So now I need to figure out what kind of boost he would have. The thrill of a successful fusion.
Yep.
He's power
Strong
tripping.
initial showing.
Does he have a time limit like other fusions do?
He has a time limit in the sense it's exactly long as it has to be.
Good. Just like Dragon Ball.
Yep.
Just like Dragon Ball.
It's always an hour, except when it isn't.
Mhm.
Except when
It's
it's
like
30
5 minutes. It's been a while. I've forgotten.
Sometimes an
No,
hour.
it's
is
an
just really
hour.
quick.
It's supposed to be an hour, but
Yeah, that
sometimes
makes more
it's not.
sense.
It's not just less for no reason.
Like that one time when Gotenks fused and then just flew around the world and the scene was like 5 minutes long. Nah, that's an hour.
All right. Yora, let's let you go next.
Okay, well then, that's a fusion. I know what those are, and those are bad. So
That looks like a fusion.
let's start with Kaioken. So I'm gonna say I'll keep pace with him, and I'll only do a ×1. So now I'm on his level,
Good.
and let's see. My stunt for that is a forceful attack, and that's not great. So I think I'm just initially just going to do like I think I'm just gonna do a quick interruption attack. So I'm probably just gonna fly in from the side and punch him. Not great.
All right. He's going to try and swat you away. Just with his arm, like you do when you swat something.
That you got him to stop using just his
So
feet.
this is forceful, and here's the other main thing. I took the 2 highest stats from Frieza and Cooler and just carried them over, so he has 2+5s.
Ah,
I mean,
goddamn.
that's what I initially suggested for fusions. That's fair.
Goddamn.
So you're
That was a
on
flat
even
roll, though.
scale.
Yep.
So that's just a 3 to a 5.
Yep. So I just go in for a punch, and he swats me away, and I'm vip.
Get out.
Well,
That's
I
actually
cross
pretty
arm
good,
block
like
it.
a demonstration of like she's using the Kaioken and not helping.
All right.
Alright,
Well,
so I guess in order to make like handing off turns actually work, I should explain the stunt I gave Kuliza. Because I am 3 beings, I get 3 turns per round.
3?
He is Cooler, Frieza, and Kuliza.
Me, myself, and I.
I feel like that's cheating, but anyway.
We're not good at math.
Should it only be 2? Is that what you're telling me?
Probably should be 2.
All right, fine.
I'm fine with 2.
Unless their dad gets in on the mix.
They make a big deal about the fusion not being the same as just the two component characters, but it never really it always falls flat, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, so 2 turns.
All right. Well, even still, I think he's gonna go next because he's starting this turn off strong. So we're gonna
Hi-
do a thing.
Hire us,
Go on.
Funimation. We can make it good. Anyway, go on.
Let's see.
Oh,
I don't
do I
think
still
2D
have
has
the
a
Kaioken
consequence.
up, or is that gone now? I don't remember how it works.
What was that?
Is that just like for
You
A
can
attack?
still have it up.
Okay.
So my idea was that it would like stay up for your whole turn, and then go away at the start of your next turn, but you would get one of the boxes you gave up back.
Okay.
So as long as you do Kaioken times 2, you can sustain it. But if you go beyond that, it becomes harder to sustain.
Okay.
So like if you did times 6 and gave up everything, you'd only get 1 stress box back at the end.
Okay.
So it leaves you more vulnerable. Because otherwise you would just go to 6 scale and I could literally not touch you.
Hey, Yora, you trained with King Kai, right? What's he say about this?
About what?
Don't you?
All right,
don't you have a telepathic link to him? You trained with him.
Cooler is just going to he's going to do Ridley's side B in Smash. He's just going to grab you and drag you along the ground.
Okay.
Ah, damn.
Here I go.
Oh, geez. I am going to shit.
I don't see how that will help.
I
You're
am
a
going
robot.
to.
How do you do that?
I'm going to do the flashy dodge, like jump kick thing. That
Dodge at the last second.
Yeah.
Which time?
Oof. Not. That's only 2.
All right.
That roll.
So that's
I'm gonna re-roll that. No.
Oh right, you're on the same scale, so
yeah,
it's
let's
just
just
3.
go. So
I was worried for a second.
I'm gonna Oh, okay. Here's what happened. I am going to burn a fate point to use the pod unit, which as he's doing this, just hits him with the whip thing, and it just like drags me out of his hand. So he does not drag me as far as he wants, and therefore reduce the damage. So I'm gonna hit the first stress box at the third.
All right, so that's 5, 2, 4. So yeah, it's 1 stress box. And go ahead and take your turn too.
Okay. So I'm gonna sustain the Kaioken then.
Yeah.
At the times 1.
So mechanically, you would like get that 1 stress box back and just spend it to keep the Kaioken going.
Okay.
Or consequence at this point.
And I am going to attempt to create an advantage because we need them, please.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to I am going to flashily just like I'm gonna be fighting him, but I'm gonna be dodging around him because I will make his attention on me, so other people get chances to come in and attack.
All right. So you're making the advantage all eyes on me.
Yes, lots of dodges, lots of like sweet jumps, lots of cool slides. Yes. Good roll.
Yeah, that's a successful style. Oh dear, I've done a thing and now I can't. There we go. I moved the advantage hand out in such a way that I could no longer like interact with it.
Oh no.
All right, get rid of Cooler's consequences because he's gone. So all eyes on 2B. 2 free invokes. All right, who's next?
Next is Penty.
Oh man. Okay. So, obviously it's time to get silly, and start just making all sorts of nonsense fucking canon at this point. So I gotta get I can't just stay normal. He's got scale on me, so I have to power up. So I can't do the continue doing ridiculous nonsense just yet. So how do you increase your scale again, real quick? This has been a while.
You can have a stay in form.
Yeah,
You-
I say like anything that you can fictionally justify it with, and you can go Super Saiyan, but I don't know what happened to that Pog.
Yeah, I don't. We'll get it again eventually, but yeah,
It's
Oh,
probably
that's
still in our
big.
Discord somewhere.
it's in our Discord somewhere. But yeah, that's very big. It's just that might still be too big. Hold on, maybe
It's
that's
fine.
There we go. Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right. Yeah. So Panty's gonna go Super Saiyan and increase her scale so that she's equal to everybody else. And while she's going,
Except Scooby Boo, he
Yeah.
hasn't done that.
yeah, and while she's going Super Saiyan, her Shonen girlfriend runs off, and her phone starts to ring, like somebody's trying to get in contact with her.
It's 13, isn't it?
Yes. But she doesn't
Hey,
answer it.
Pansy, are you out right now? We're out of milk.
Yeah, she doesn't answer it because she's busy going Super Saiyan and fighting. And so it goes to
Call me
voicemail.
back when you get a chance.
Yeah,
Love you, bye.
it goes to voicemail. And and next turn, when it's my next turn, we'll see exactly what happens because of this. But just know, a thing is happening in the background because Panty did not answer her phone.
All right.
Something stupid this way comes.
Yeah, something ridiculous is going to happen. I hope it gets to happen before you guys just murder the fuck out of this guy.
So are you just raising your scale? Because you can also do something else if you want.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I will create an advantage so that you guys can invoke, so that the thing that I pull off can actually be
Right.
used by other people. It's the advantage that I'm creating is called "Help is on the way."
All right. Roll to make it. Fuck. I
I'm
made a
gonna
mistake.
I'm gonna say it will ultimately be fleshy, but my best roll is forceful, and it is arriving forcefully. So yeah, it will ultimately be flashy, but it is arriving forcefully.
All right.
Do we hear
Can
a
we look at
very
that roll?
loud honk in the distance?
No. It's better than that. Oh, you found it. Good job.
Yep. And let me try and figure out how to give you control over this character.
Shout
I can
out.
move it, so she should be able to too.
Yeah, let's see. Yep, I can move it. Okay, shout outs again to this hot cosplayer. You're hot. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go.
I'm pulling up the full picture so I can look at the watermark, but I will say it when it shows up because my computer is garbage.
My apologies to this hot cosplayer because I'm really horny and maybe you don't want to be associated with this, but it's,
All right, so that was a 6, right?
Yeah, it was a 6.
Yes.
Okay, so help is on the way.
Yeah.
2 free invokes.
Yep.
And you are at scale 1.
Yeah, and I'm at scale 1.
I appreciate the color, the aura markers.
Yeah.
They're very good.
I mean, that's pretty much exactly what they're there for.
Yeah. All right, who's next?
Yeah, I guess it's Breadmaster at this point. Scooby Doo. If
And
you
I don't have a Kaioken equivalent, and
So,
hey,
has Alice gone this round? I don't think she has.
Yeah, she went first before the transformation.
Yeah.
But I said we were starting from the top.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I haven't.
They both need to go.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm
Alright.
still gonna pick Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, sorry.
Yeah.
okay.
I just wanted to make that clear. All right, so Scooby, what are you gonna do?
I'm wondering if it's time to release something within me.
Oh dear.
You mean the same day you introduced this to me?
Well, I mean, the idea of Scrappy Boo has always been there on the table.
I thought you were talking about.
I hate this. Bye.
No.
I thought you were talking about the evil Boo concept we discussed earlier today.
Well, this could kick it off later on in future sessions. But I don't think I can fight him in Scooby Boo form. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, we decided. Scrappy Boo is Kid Boo, and Evil Boo is Scooby Dum.
Oh, God.
All right. So I guess you enter scale 1 and transform into Scrappy Boo.
I don't have Pug ready. Oh no.
I'm
Yeah.
no.
That's fine. Just make your aura pink. I feel like I need to hit you with something after this. Like I feel like you get a consequence after this fight is over.
Just a permanent consequence on your actual person in
Like
real
I feel
life.
I feel bad because I don't think that I need to do that for anyone else. But like fictionally, this is a big deal. I feel like there should be consequences.
14 hours from
Yeah.
now, Loka shows
I
up
think
at
the consequence-
Breadmaster's apartment.
But we can discuss this off stream.
Yeah.
Just know that I may want to do something. Anyways,
It's great that I've established, like, Utna exists in this universe and I'm not being punished, but Breadmaster does this.
Well, you really just use that as to drive a car into someone. As a
And pull
joke.
a sword out of someone.
punishing him. I'm trying to like do what would make sense if this happened in this.
Yeah,
universe.
anyway, continue, sorry.
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna.
Fisticuffs.
I'm just gonna go right into punch.
You have 3 advantages you can invoke, and you're on the same scale.
Please let me know if you use the help us on the way advantage so that I can reveal it.
I got a 1.
Okay.
All right. You said fisticuffs, right? So that implies they're both punching.
Yes. It's 3 fans of animation punching.
All right. So that sounds like a forceful roll.
Oh god, no.
Oh, dear.
Oh
Get
dear.
outta here.
You're getting fucked
If you
out.
invoked every advantage, you would only take the first stress box.
Yeah, no. I'm not gonna even bother spending anything. This is not going the way I
Not
wanted
gonna
it to.
reroll?
On a defense with style, the defender gets a boost.
I should probably reroll at least. Yeah.
All right, go for it. Give me an aspect. I mean, go for it.
I think this ties into Unknown Heart of Darkness. A
Yeah.
little bit.
It's not much of a heart of darkness.
Oh, God.
my
no.
god.
No.
I'm sorry I suggested that. I figured
Loka-
it could get worse.
Loka
It could get
willed you getting punished into existence, and the dice have determined that is in fact what is going to happen.
No one likes Scrappy Boo.
It's
know.
true.
Like, it's a power up, sure, except then this is actually.
But at what cost?
Yeah,
So
the
what
fans
cause?
of Gaiden are not going to be happy with this new form for Boo.
I like that Scooby Boo just got real sad that he didn't get to power up, and then he did, and then this happened.
Spoilers for the Scooby-Doo live-action movie, but Scrappy Boo being the villain was pretty fucking great. Anyway, go on.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No, I don't
Yeah.
understand this. Let's move on, please.
I'm trying to think of a boost name for this because I don't know what the hell to even. Just...
Boos aren't that scary.
Yeah, Boo isn't that scary. Again.
He doesn't even
What
go
if I turn
here.
into Oob?
No.
How about you don't?
Well, he's
Okay, Alice, you're up.
trying to hit 2B, but he's just got one hand against
Okay.
Scrappy Boo's head.
Yeah, I'm so
what is
small.
the name? What is the name of the cooler Frieza? fusion
Cooliza.
again?
Cooliza.
What would have happened if he had the earrings instead? What would that name be?
I don't know.
Ruler.
Okay, so
That name fucking sucks.
No.
Sounds like a cereal.
I guess I have to attempt to attack this thing.
You can make advantages. You can do.
Yeah.
You can overcome
Yeah, so-
advantages he has.
I don't know if we've explained scale to you yet, Alice. Whenever this creature makes a attack or defense roll, they can add 1 to their roll and then shift harm up or down 2. So you would
Oh.
effectively be rolling at a -3 if you attack them.
Oh,
But there's no penalty to advantage creation. Or if you, I know this is kind of sprung on you, but if you can give me a reason to boost your scale by 1.
Power up.
Like if you
wouldn't
want
have
to go
start
full
saying,
Amiya and just start pulling the swords out like nuts.
That's
Full
great.
who?
Amiya
Who?
from Fate Stay Night.
Nah.
Anyways,
What's a fate
Yep.
stay?
with the sword generating power
What's
that
a
you
knight?
have. Anyways,
Oh, you mean the Gate of Babylon?
Oh yeah, the Gate of Babylon. I know about that.
Why didn't you just say that in the first place, though?
Dang it.
Yeah, I was gonna make a joke about unless you can find her some coffee, but yeah, I did always kind of envision her having a Gate of Babylon kind of attack thing.
although I will say, if you go like, all right, time for drastic measures, and pull out like a can of coffee you got from a vending machine.
Oh god. Just a
This calls
pixie
for my
stick.
ultimate weapon, the most powerful in my arsenal.
It's
All right,
pixie
From
stick.
a strange world. They call it Monster.
Oh no!
God damn it!
No,
Yourself an appropriate color aura.
no,
And
wait,
then-
it's Four Loko.
Yeah, who gave
Oh
Killer
god,
Four
it
Loco?
would be a Four Loko. I miss Four Locos.
So, anyways, what is your attack?
Oh, that's big.
That's way too big. Just do one, Jenner.
Let's do
That's
it.
a,
It's
it's
not me.
green.
Why Jenner?
Well, it was 10, so I feel like Jenner did it.
That wasn't me. Why would I do that?
I
Okay,
don't know
that
how to make it small.
I got it.
Okay.
Don't
Put a
worry.
one.
That sounds like a personal problem. Anyway,
God damn.
Okay.
there we go. I did it. Ah, you turned pink again. Fine. It's fine. You've made your choice.
So, guess she just goes absolutely Kaizo with this thing. Now she has way too much energy.
Just
She's
vibrating.
being around. She's doing the Zui teleport thing.
I don't even
Yes.
think she's doing that. Like, she just appears.
Just
She's-
like keeps appearing in just a flood of swords.
And she's
my
You know,
just-
I think last time I said Yora was the most likely to enter. What is it? The slow mo thing.
Mm-hmm.
Ultra Instinct.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not sure anymore.
All
I
right.
wish that I could invoke an aspect because one of them would work.
You can do that after you roll.
Make a roll.
So 4. 'Cause I
Okay,
can't use my stun,
um,
unfortunately.
Let's see. Kuliza is going to. He's trying to basically like dance around all these weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Not quickly. He's dancing. He's showing off.
Mm-hmm.
So it's flashy.
Okay. Ah, damn.
So
Heck.
6-4.
Dang.
He's doing
Heck.
pretty good.
Heck.
So you can spend a fate point to invoke one of your aspects.
Which would give you a +2.
Yes, and that will tie it. And then you can start invoking advantages. I would recommend invoking one of the advantages that, at least one of the advantages that has 2 free invokes. Because
Yeah.
that doesn't lower the amount of total damage you can add later, if that makes sense.
So I have an aspect that's mischievous Wolf Girl Ronin. And I did just like chug an entire thing of Four Locos.
Mhm.
Let's see what those advantages are real quick. It has 2 X's. It's already been used up, right?
Yes.
Yes, so it can still be invoked, but only for a fate point.
Mhm.
So
So there's all eyes on 2B and help is on the way. Because if you invoke all 3, you won't kill him. But if you invoke these 2, you can damage him, and then maybe somebody else can invoke all 3 and kill him.
I'm going to invoke all eyes on 2B.
All right. So what this looks like is, in addition to your swords coming out of all these portals and attacking him, 2B is also flying around him and attacking him.
Mm-hmm.
And
And there's Scooby Boo.
he can't
Let me at him.
Fucking
dodge
dodging
everything.
swords, fucking dodging him. I'm great.
Yeah, 2B can dodge everything, but Kuliza can't. So that ticks his second stress box.
Nice.
All right, and who is next?
Who else hadn't gone to
Top
this
of the turn
round?
order.
Yeah, that's the top now.
This is the top.
Mhm.
think yours should go.
Okay, so
Give us more advantages. Help us.
let's see. So I think I'm going to switch gears a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yours going to land on the ground
Mm-hmm.
and deactivate Kaioken. I'm gonna let that go off.
Okay.
And now we're gonna flash back to the super water.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, because this would be the time to do it. So, Corin
You're-
comes out of the room where he keeps that.
What does corn sound like?
Chain smoker.
So-
And he says in a very chain smoker voice that I can't do. All right, if you want to make a stupid decision like this, I guess I can't stop you.
Look, I don't usually let normal humans use this stuff.
That's like closer than I would have thought, actually.
well, there's pretty much only one way to get stronger at this point.
Actually, there are probably several other ways, but this is
She's
probably
chugging the water.
Oh God.
The bottle that Yora pulls out that contains the super water is labeled Dog Bowl brand super water.
And for a moment, she collapses in
Oh,
a
no.
lot of pain. But the super water does not kill her,
Mm-hmm.
and she gets up.
Damn.
Okay, well then, I think I need to go help everyone else.
You want any beans to go with that?
She's already gone.
You
Oh,
became
well.
Southern.
Damn it.
All right, so, look, if you could get the Pog guy DM'd you.
I'm so
Good.
glad that it's gonna
Oh,
get
her
rid-
hair.
Nope, and I
it's,
can't control
it's
it.
gonna get
Yeah, I'll
silly.
figure that out. Hold up, I'm trying.
Is this
It-
your equivalent of Super Saiyan?
It's so good.
Yep. So, unlike Gohan, I'm actually gonna make use of Mystic Form.
All right, you should be able to.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. So, yours just going to stand on the ground for a moment, and then a white aura emerges from her, and then she's just gonna fucking rush in and start punching Cooler.
Nice.
So this is gonna be quick. So that's a 6 overall. That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 6. I always feel like I'm cheating when I give a character a bunch of forceful. It's like, well, then they just take those hits.
Well, that's
He's
kind
just-
of the MO of this whole
Yeah.
show, though.
He's just like putting his arms up, like cross-armed, and just taking the sword blows.
Oof.
There we go. There's my rolls.
There's the
Alright, so
local
that's-
brand.
So
4
that's
over.
4 out the gate.
All right. So I would like to say probably use roaming dust clouds.
And
You
they're
like,
still there.
I like to imagine that you like invoke this mystic form inside of one of the dust clouds. You just burst out a lot more powerful, looking slightly
Yeah.
different.
Cool silhouette scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the camera like zooms into the cloud so we can actually see her, but if it zooms
Yes.
out, you don't
And
actually. see.
then it cuts out, and she just bursts out and is in it at him at a moment. How much more damage would I do if I added more invokes, though? So we're at a +6 at the moment.
All right, so we're at +6. If you invoke 2 more advantages, you'll take him out.
All right. Well then, I guess all eyes on 2B. So he's still distracted. Want to come at him? And what about that help that's
Yes!
on the way?
Oh, God.
Okay, so I will describe the help that's coming on the way. So as Yora is punching at Koliza, the ground begins to shake. And suddenly, a giant fucking mecha with this fucking song blaring out of the thing, drill mecha, bursts from the ground and just opens up his chest cavity and missiles go flying out.
Pansy, Giro told me to use this thing for some reason. He needed test data.
So, okay, so this means that a lot is happening right now, huh?
Yes.
If you want me to finish him off in midair, I will, but...
Yeah, you burst out of the dust cloud, like 2B kicks him, distracting him. Then this robot happens, blasting him further into the sky. And so,
I'm so angry.
Yora, how do you factor into this?
Alright, so, I guess, once he's up in the sky,
The song is still going. What are you doing?
So, I haven't really developed any attacks in this form yet, so,
Do one right now.
Kamehameha.
yeah, I guess, Yora holds her arms back and you see some energy come out of the earth itself, and then she thrusts it as well as her own energy forward, or well, up in the air in a ball, and
I
it
really
goes
like-
flying into Coolizo.
Do you send him into space into the sun?
Depends on if Loka had any other ideas.
Well, canonically, he has to be cut into pieces.
I was going to say, when Frieza's revived, he has to be cut into pieces.
Is that your last resort?
Mhm. Is there a country
So-
version of that song? I gotta look. Keep going.
Oh, God damn it.
So here's what I think should happen.
Mhm.
As Cooliza is being shoved into the sky, he's expending more and more energy to try and stop, and that causes the fusion to run out. But when they separate, the energy attack is only hitting Cooler.
Yeah, Frieza just falls out of it.
So Cooler is being launched into the sun as he was in his movie.
Yay!
Frieza needs to be chopped to bits in order to preserve the timeline.
So, I guess, just like in original Revenge of Cooler, I guess like the Earth punted him or something. There's a dead bird right next to Yora, and then it revives for some reason. We don't know how that happens.
God damn it, that fucking bird.
Is that the same
Give me
bird?
turn.
that-
I'll cut in pieces. Give me.
Fuck off.
Just
Get the
just
fuck off
occurred
this
to me that
planet.
4 of you have swords.
We all have
So-
swords.
I don't have a sword anymore. Even if it does appear on this sprite, but
Oh, I thought you kept.
limitations.
I'll do it.
You threw
I'll
away
do
your
it.
sword? I don't remember that.
Had to give it back. It was company property.
Oh,
It was property of the
My
government.
fists are stronger than a sword now.
oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about that. You can
I'll do it. I'll cut them up.
You should do that thing that French guy did last time and make swords out of your hands.
All right. So as Frieza's falling back to Earth, he's smirking for getting out of this when his brother couldn't. He then turns around and sees 2B.
And I'm Kaioken times 2! Ha ha!
Are you just not dodging
I
him?
won't make you roll because Frieza's already been taken out.
No, yes. I know.
But you do canonically go Kaioken times 2. Do you yell glory to mankind?
Yes.
I can't wait for the 2B40K character.
Sister of
Wait,
Battle?
What?
Yeah, because glory to mankind. She's all about
No,
the
wait,
Imperium.
wait. Would she be Sister of Battle or would she be Mechanicus?
We'll talk about it
Oh,
after
God,
class.
that's-
Anyways, this means that Panty went Super Saiyan just so she can make a phone call.
I love it.
Also,
Help the
the,
reception.
It gives me more bars. I didn't make a phone call either. I didn't answer the phone. Anyway, go on.
oh, right. The picture finally loaded, and the watermark on this picture is Cantera cosplay.
Nice. Good job. You did
Uh,
great. It's beautiful. You're beautiful. You're never going to see this. Anyway, go on.
The sword looks really cool, and so
Yeah.
does the hair. Anyways, the fight is over. You did it. You took down my bullshit overpowered character.
We managed to defeat a fusion. Not
We
bad.
did it. The mech is still here. Still blaring that song. I can't find a country remix of Last Resort. I'm sorry. I tried my best.
Good. Pansy, why is your hair yellow? Did you get a dye job?
Oh, 13. That's a cool mecha. Even my cat thinks.
I mean-
Hey,
Why does the mech meow?
I brought the cat with me. I thought you missed her.
Dr. Giro has me doing some weird field testing for him right now.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there are 20 more cats in the mech. It's powered by cats.
Honestly, I think he's losing it. I think it's getting to him. I don't know what's happening with him anymore.
Did you bring me my bubble tea?
Yeah, just so you know, there's a weird clown sleeping on our couch right now. He's technically part of my family, but I don't really like it.
I was going to say he hands you the bubble tea. He goes, bubble tea is technically a type of jello or pudding, right?
God damn it! Still.
He just keeps calling food the wrong things.
Oh my god, you're so stupid. I say already taking off my clothes.
Not what Fancy, there are children here, pointing to the small wolf girl.
Yeah.
Who is still
Last
vibrating
time.
in and out of existence, I imagine.
Just like really gone.
Yes.
Lucas is powerful.
Yeah.
That's why it was banned. It's too powerful.
Yep. All right. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you all want to do anything, but I have a vague idea for a cliffhanger scene.
Okay.
So we
Well,
gotta stop this small
yours.
child.
Yora's walking off and nobody asked her about the fusion dance. Which
I
is
mean,
good.
Yeah.
I don't want to
technically-
fuse with any of you.
Technically,
I don't know if I can't fuse with 2B.
technically, Boo did ask about the fusion dance, but Yor ignored it.
In this version of Dragon Ball, the fusion is introduced a lot earlier. It's like a Chekhov's gun situation.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't King Kai know about it?
Maybe. King Kai knows a lot that he just doesn't tell people about.
Mm-hmm.
Despite the fact that he taught some of us the Kaioken.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Pansy and 13 make up. They just, she just accepts that
Wow,
he's.
it's lucky.
Yeah, she just accepts he's gonna be a fucking dumbass about things. It can't change him.
Can't quit him.
Yeah.
All right, so I've run out of like food items to misidentify, but he does another one. And as he's laughing at how mad you're getting, the camera like cuts to a close up of his face,
Mm-hmm.
and then match cuts to Giro evilly giggling to himself in his lab.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
I guess we're doing Super
As-
Android next, huh?
As androids 14 and 15 are completed, and I guess 15's already run around a bit and slept on your couch for a night.
Mm-hmm.
That weird clown guy.
Jiro takes a USB cord out of his chest and plugs it into the computer. And
Now just to make a
basically,
backup, like every good doctor should.
right, he's partially like uploading just parts of his brainwaves, not a lot of it, so it's not like a perfect copy into the computer. But he's also programming basically like a dead man switch. So whatever he's planning won't happen until he dies.
Which Pansy's dad days or months or something.
And with that, session comes to a close. That was almost 2 hours, I think.
I can't think of another ridiculous food opinion. I only know about taco, hot dog is a taco, and
Pop-Tart's a sandwich.
Pop-Tart's a sandwich. Like, those are the only two I know. I'm really upset. I should
And
find
I
more.
came up with bubble tea is Jello.
Yeah.
Cereal is just a different genre of soup.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
cereal
no, no, no.
soup.
I know. He uses two
A
bowls to
vanilla
eat his
soy
cereal.
latte is a 3-bean soup.
Go on.
He
No.
uses 2 bowls to eat cereal. 1 bowl of milk and 1 bowl of cereal.
That's not. No. It's got to be like a.
That
Like
happens. That happens. I
I'm
know
sure-
this.
No,
because I
but
can put-
the joke is that he's misidentifying food, not just eating it stupidly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why can't
so
he do both?
He probably does do both. The thing that upsets Panty is that he thinks these ridiculous things. So yeah, cereal.
Coconut's a mammal?
Cereal is soap. Cereal is soup is good. I like that. See, he says that, and cereal is actually, when you think about it, cereal is actually soup, and Panty gets really upset.
All right, that's another session of Dragon Ball Gaiden come to a close.
And we just put a bunch
I
of
had
Chekhov's
fun.
guns on the mantle there.
Yeah, I'm enjoying like creating interesting villains by messing with the mechanics like this.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But I'm trying to like not go too far, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it could go a little farther.
We all have scale
maybe.
now, so go nuts.
Yeah, I should have done the 3 moves per turn, but he only lasted 1 round anyway, so. All right, we should probably stop streaming.
Yeah. All right. Thank you to everybody for
Bye,
playing.
everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Night.